Day YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino listing review. This is a beer review, of course, and we are going to drink a beer. I have two beers, one to my right and one to my left. Which one should I grab? Right or left? This one's closer. So this is a beer that was brought to us by Randwolf, so thank you very much, Randwolf. This is Barberie Imperial Stout. Stout Imperiale from the Barberie. It's a strong beer on lees, so this is a bottle conditioned beer. So there is going to be a sediment on the bottom. The yeast is left in it. It is 7.5% alcohol by volume. Everything else in here is in French, and I understand enough French to get by, but I'm not going to try and read this other than saying that La Barberie is the barbarian, and it's from a microbrassiere cooperative de travail. So, cooperative travel? The traveling brewery? Slowly moving up the neck there. Let's pour her in. Oh, it's almost all in there. Almost. The liquid's not quite at the 500 milliliter mark. Can I get more in, or is it just going to head over? Let's hold it over here just in case it heads up. Now that's a powerful head. Look at that. It's over the rim of the glass. It's a beautiful looking beer. It really is. Just a couple more drops in there. There we go. There we go. That yeast is alive. Look at that head. Look at that head. It's a beautiful beer. It is black. It is black. The head is brown. It's like a chocolate ice cream. No, coffee ice cream. It's a coffee ice cream color. It's made a nice little indent where I've been pouring the beer. The indent has a lot of black around it from the yeast sediment falling in. This is going to be, I think, my first Imperial Stout on lees. So I'm actually super excited to try an Imperial Stout on lees. Smell. It smells like it could be awesome for me, or it could be horrible for me. I don't think I'm going to get anything through the head here, but let's check. Yeah, nothing. There's just too much head. But the beer is at the proper line. So they gave us the right amount of beer. Actually, once the head fades, there might even be a little more beer than 500 milliliters. I'm getting a lot of coffee. I'm getting a lot of chocolate. I'm getting cocoa as well as chocolate. So chocolate and cocoa powder. I am getting... chocolate, cocoa, and coffee. Nice roasted smell, too. Don't know if this camera can see it, but there is a good deal of sludge left in the bottom there. So the lees is not all in my glass. There is some lees still in the bottle. Okay, let us try this beer. And most of the head is gone now. I actually didn't expect it to fade that fast, but I like the legs and lacing it has. I really do. Again, let's try it. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. This is a French Imperial Stout. And do you know how you know it's a Imperial Stout out of Quebec, out of French Canada? Because it tastes like coffee and cigarettes. I don't mind coffee stouts. I don't. I'm finding that I don't like coffee stouts from Quebec. Quebecers really do like their coffee, and they stereotypically really do like, well, the older generations really do like their cigarettes, and this seems to be a beer made for the older generation of Quebecers. It is very reminiscent of smoking and drinking. And it's not for me. It's not. It is a good stout. It's a proper mouthfeel. It's a heavy mouthfeel stout. It has a proper, for an Imperial Stout, a proper alcohol burn. It is warming the throat. It is a warming beer. You do get some chocolate on it. You do get some roastiness on it, but you're getting a lot of coffee and that taste like a dirty ashtray. Or if you're a non-smoker, when you kiss your if you had a girlfriend that was a smoker, when you kissed her, you know how it tasted like kissing an ashtray? Or when your aunt or somebody comes up for a kiss and they're big smokers. It's that. It's that and coffee. I had high hopes for this beer. I really did. I had high hopes for this beer because it was a stout en lees. I love the Belgian style beers, and I love that the Quebecers do everything basically Belgian style, so en lees and everything else. And I had super high hopes for this because it was the first stout I had that was en lees. Now there are some that have been bottle conditioned and left with the ferment, like with the yeast and everything in it. But this was the first one that actually advertised itself. So the first one I can truly say is en lees. And it let me down because of the way it tastes. And I'm sad about that because it looks beautiful. It smells pretty good. And it's not for me taste-wise. If you're a smoker or you're a big coffee drinker, this is for you. It's not overpowering enough that I can't like it. It's not like, for me, Péché Mortel, the first time I had it was too overpowering. I didn't like it because of that. Second time I had it, I liked it more, but I still can't enjoy it because I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't mind coffee stouts. I just am not a coffee drinker, so I don't like super in-your-face coffee. This is kind of toned back, but that's why you're getting so much of that ashtray flavoring, too. Oh. Now, as a stout, I would easily give this a 7.75. It has the perfect resemblance of a stout. For a beer for me, I'd give it a 5 for a beer for me. So a 7.75 and a 5 would be a 6.33 or so overall. It's not a bad beer. It's just not. It's not something I personally like. You know who would like this? Randy. Randy, you would have loved this. I hope you had bought yourself a bottle too, because you would have loved that, Mr. Coffee every morning. So La Brassière Stout Imperiale. Thank you very much, Randy. Thank you everybody that watched. Bye-bye.